is Chili B. And I'm a surefire prince, let it find a fire house, rock and jam on production MC. If you want the best, then put me to the test, and I'm sure you'll soon agree that I got no flaws, cause I'm down by law when it comes to rocking viciously, you see. Cause of when I was a little baby boy, my mama gave me a brand new toy. 2 turntables with a mic, and I learned to rock like a Dolomite. Time went by on this God creation, I knew someday I would rock the nation. So I made up my mind just what to do, and I joined with the Jam On production crew. So go crazy, go crazy.
Coming up next, the Mavericks taking on the Magic. For Dallas, they've been rolling all year, and nobody can seem to slow them down. At home tonight, they are looking for their next victim. Magic Mavs. We'll be right back for the tip-off. Happy New Year's Eve. Thank you for joining us here on 2K Sports for the NBA. We're all dressed up and ready to go. Alongside Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy, I'm Kevin Harlan. Allie LaForce will be our reporter tonight on the sideline. A look at the starting group for the Magic. Harden out there with Gilgeous-Alexander. Then there's Ben Simmons. Then there's Jalen Duren. And it's Vanderbilt in at the 3. And for the Mavericks, we've got Durant, Tyus Jones out there with Lou Dort. Then it's Aaron Gordon, and it's Turner in at the 5 spot. Well, it's a festive night in the NBA and all across the world. New Year's Eve. Greg, do players enjoy taking the court tonight?
Yeah, most do. It comes with the territory of being a pro athlete. And I'll tell you guys what, these fans are pumped up. This is going to be a great atmosphere.
Now here's Durant. Vanderbilt with the rebound. Gilgeous-Alexander with it. Jones covering. A putback. Here's Simmons. The Mavericks pull it in. Outside, Dort. Pass to Jones. Turner with a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Shot by Gordon, wide open. A three-pointer is right on target.
Well, confidence isn't something that Gordon is lacking. He thinks his shot is there, so he just takes it.
And Durant sends it back.
Early on, 3 misses to open the game. Their offense right now still trying to find its way.
Jones kicks to KD. And again, Dallas with the 3.
KD could sit out there all day and nail threes if the defense lets him.
The Magic have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Durant with some nice D.
Excellent coverage defensively, making it hard on him.
And no questioning the greatness of Kevin Durant. But, Greg, trying to get back into championship contention.
Yeah, and since his 2 titles with the Warriors, disappointment with the Nets and Suns, can he get a shot at another ring?
Turner with the steal. And here we go, the Mavericks in a fast break. KD's shot is off. A slow start here for Orlando in this one. Searching for their first points of the game. Harden with it. He's picked up by KD. Turner with the steal. Dort against SGA. Dort passes to Durant. And there's the call on Durant. That's his first foul.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
And now the first timeout called here for the Magic. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Here's SGA. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on Miles Turner.
Nearly automatic. Gilgeous-Alexander, no slouch from the line.
He hits the second from the line. And with the goal of improving offensively, Stan, the Magic have made some moves.
Well, this is a team that hasn't been inclined to make many trades in the past. But with the young star talent they possess comes the urgency to win now.
And then Durant with the dunk.
Oh, rising up for the throwdown. I love seeing KD finish with some power.
Gilgeous-Alexander. And he drops it in from the low post.
Well, they missed their first 4 shots, but finally able to get one on the board. Sometimes you just need to see that first one go down.
Now here's Jones. Here's Turner. Outside Gordon. Pass to Jones. 6 on the shot clock. Puts up a deep 3. They grab their own miss. The Magic trail by 5. Outside, SGA. Duren sets the screen for Gilgeous-Alexander. And Duren slams it in.
That is what they want from Duren. Spike it, young fella.
Looking at Dallas, they want to turn it around after the loss to Charlotte. Jones with the bounce pass. Gordon finds Turner, and Turner throws it down.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Yeah, I'd consider calling timeout right away after that one. The defense has to be better there.
And good work inside. SGA will make more room for himself on the perimeter when he can be effective down low.
Now here's Durant. He has 5. Simmons against Gordon. Back to Durant. Over Vanderbilt. No good there off the double clutch. The Magic trail by 3. And with it, Jones covering. And the foul on Harden. That's his first foul.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Duren. Jenkins comes in for Ben Simmons. Mans checked in for Vanderbilt. And Hield subbed in for James Harden. Now here's Turner. Pass to Johnson. There's the triple. Rebounded by Capella. And SGA has got the ball here for the Orlando Magic. It's a 3-point game.
You got to finish at the rim right there. You hate seeing those opportunities go to waste.
It's stolen by Hield. 1:32 left in the first. Inside, here's Jenkins, and Jenkins throws it down.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Turning great defense into great offense. That's the kind of stop you're looking for.
And the basket by Gordon.
When Gordon is connecting from deep, everything else becomes easier for both him and this offense.
Man with it, covered by Johnson. To the inside. Capella kicks to Jenkins. Three-pointer, Hield. Pass to Man. From deep. And he's good on the 3-ball.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Durant, the pass to Johnson. Durant sets a screen for Johnson. For the three. It's hauled in by the Magic. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Durant with the steal. Pass to Gordon. Lays it up off the glass. Gordon's got 8 points.
That's how they like to see him operate. Big part of their attack.
And the turnover again by Orlando.
He's going to throw his arm out trying to make a pass of that length.
From deep three-point territory. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And so it's Aaron Gordon making things happen for Dallas. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And we'll be back with you shortly. And we're getting back to the action in our New Year's Eve broadcast. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Mavericks?
I mean, offensively, I thought they did a good job of protecting the ball. And defensively, boy, were they disruptive.
Well, their defense was incredible. Wreaking havoc and coming up with steals left and right. Just a tremendous effort.
The Magic trail by 3, so with Durant sitting on the bench. Here's the 5 for Jason Kidd right now. You got Drew Eubanks. Weldon Johnson is out there with the quarrel. And it's Mamu Kelishvili in at the 4 slot. Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Thanks, guys. The Dallas Mavericks are all in on defense. Coach Jason Kidd said, quote, "That's something you can hang your hat on, especially when your offense isn't going. Defense will give you a chance to win those ugly games. That gives you the opportunity to play for that bigger trophy." Back to you, Kevin.
Yeah, gotta have it. All right, Allie, thank you for the report. Johnson, the pass to Eubanks. That's in there. Johnson with the assist. And an important part of every team's game. And we'll look at the hustle stats for the Mavericks.
Well, so far they've done a great job of reading the offense and repeatedly putting themselves in the right place to interrupt the play and force turnovers.
And another thing, guys, they've been very active tonight, frequently creating scoring opportunities off turnovers.
Here's Johnson after the made shot from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
You know, so much turmoil for the Mavericks last season, GA. Despite that, they were a win away from making the playoffs.
Yeah, they battled valiantly. But to go from the 2024 NBA Finals to the lottery, obviously disappointing. They're looking to make amends this season.
And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today. You can't make it that obvious.
And he knew the contact was coming. How about that by SGA to take the hit and finish?
Door to screen on Vanderbilt. KD looking around. Just 5 on the clock. Jones for 3. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Mavericks lead by 3.
You know we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Time call here. The Magic decide to talk it over. So for the Magic, Clint Capella, he's checked in for Jalen Duren. Jenkins comes in for Simmons. Mann subbed in for Vanderbilt. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 9 points in the game so far, and taken away by Johnson. Pass to Jones. Outside, Dort. And here's Johnson outside, rebounded by Capella. And so it's Harden bringing it up for the Orlando Magic. They trail by 3. And too much time in the lane, they get called for the 3-second violation. Miles Turner, he's checked in for Dallas.
Now on the floor for Dallas, number 3.
For For Dallas, they've gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far. Outside Durant. Pass to Johnson. Launches it. Knocks down the 3-ball. Johnson's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball move. Dunks aren't always for the big fellas.
A serious power move from the point.
Well, in this league, you can see powerful plays from anyone and anywhere. Your position no longer dictates your scoring options.
Now here's Johnson. Durant with a wide open look. No good with the triple. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Greg, you think about the value of those sage veterans on a team, guys that have been around the block, played a lot of years. Why are they so important?
Well, a lot of times they'll echo the message of the head coach. And I tell you what, it's also, as a coach, you love having those veteran players because you can trust them. What they're going to do on the floor. That consistency is really important, not just for the coaches, but the teammates.
Aaron Gordon, who's checking in for Dallas.
Yeah, that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander on the bounce. Off with the layup. Mavericks leading by 6. Now here's Gordon. That's good, and it's KD with the assist. KD's got his 3rd assist on the night. Magic have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. Gilgeous-Alexander against Jones.
And Gilgeous-Alexander understands how to draw contact, especially when he's looking to score.
We've seen him miss a couple from the line so far, going 2 for 4.
And he buried a bunch of shots from the stripe in that last game.
So, Stan, when you look at how the Magic defend, can you remember a time when so many of the league's best defenses were all so young?
Well, Kevin, it's something we associate with more veteran teams, but the modern game is so demanding, it may be tilting toward these young legs. Well, good to see Gordon having games like these, proving how effective a scorer he can be for this team.
It's Shea fighting through contact down low.
Well, there's no question he's carrying the load in this quarter, but he's going to need some help.
On the wing, Gordon. Back to Jones. SGA with the steal. Down low, Turner with the steal. Right there, the defender clearly trying to inhibit a fast break. I think that's a transition take foul. The Mavericks shooting their first free throw attempt on the night. And so now a timeout called by Jason Kidd. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. Entirely new group here. And that one falls for Jones. And Greg, we saw some turnover this summer on the Mavs training staff.
Yes, some talk of internal disagreements in that department. The importance of great teamwork in this league, not just limited to the players in the locker room.
Outside, KD. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively. here in the second.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
A year ago, he had an 84% success rate on his foul shots, so he was a guy they were always happy to see at the line.
Hield with the bucket.
A guy like Buddy out-hustles other players on the floor. He gets inside, and there he finishes strong.
Outside Gordon. Pass to KD. And 1:01 left to play in the first half. Jones, no luck.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Jovic, the shot from the low post is good.
Well, at 6'10", I want to see Jovic attack like this inside. He has the height needed to be a weapon down there.
Outside Gordon takes a three, and that comes off the assist by Jones. Gordon's got 7 points here in this quarter.
He's already got 9 points from three-point range. They need to pay attention to him wherever he is.
Count that one.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Outside, Dort. Back to Jones. There's 21 seconds left in the first half. Dort kicks to Gordon. Clock at 6. Durant for three. That's good, and that evens things out for him. 50-50. 4 of 8 shooting this game.
And for Durant, it's just that simple. Get the ball and shoot. And he found the soft spot in the D on that possession.
6 seconds left to play here in the half. Durant just inside the line. And so we wrap up the first half. Mavericks lead by 8. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the third quarter.
Please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drum roll, please. Ooh, they're measuring up the shot. Hey, give it up for our contestant.
Hey there, everybody. Shaq says hi. Kenny says hi, too.
Look here now, the Mavericks. I had them as a top team before the season, and now I'm picking them to make the finals. Tell me I'm wrong, Kenny.
All right, let's circle back to those first 2 quarters we saw. How about the play of Aaron Gordon?
So it's not about how many shots you take, it's about how many you make. And he's been making the most of every opportunity.
Yeah, when you got somebody cooking like that, you just sit back, watch the show. Thanks for spending halftime with us. Time to...
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. You know, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has been exceptional here tonight, guys.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Yeah, and in terms of slowing him down, I think they're going to have to change things up. Give him some different looks.
So on the floor for Orlando, Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Harden. Then there's Jalen Duren. Then there's Jarred Vanderbilt. And it's Simmons in at the power forward. Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Hey guys, Kevin Durant talked about the key to his longevity. And he said just being enthusiastic about the game every day and wanting to get better, that forces you to get in the gym. What you do the most is what you're going to be best at. And if you don't use it, you'll lose it. That's how I look at it. Back to you guys.
Truly the love for the game. Allie, as always, we appreciate your reporting.
Well, this is the kind of rim protection Turner provides. He knows his team relies on him to protect the paint. Precise delivery on the pass. Led him perfect.
Here's Harden. The Mavericks making the shot. And there's the call on Durant. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Man, it's close, but, didn't get on balance quick enough.
And the replay demonstrating once again how aggressive that defense was.
Sharp instincts on D there. Just timing when to rise up and swat that one away. And out of the gates here in this second half, they have not started well. 0 of 3. Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. Using his length inside. Durant.
Keep getting him the ball. He's been a huge part of this offense.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Durant. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Gets that one through the hole, make him now 7 of 13 in this game.
Finally, they get one to drop. That's one of their first 4 here in the third.
Outside Turner. Pass to Gordon. Simmons with the defensive effort. The Magic trail by 12. Here's SGA. Gilgeous-Alexander. Excellent touch around the rim.
Just a positive force right now for these guys. And though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him.
Here's Gordon. The basket good off the assist from Durant. Gordon's got 17.
Well, you look at Gordon's shooting percentages over the last few years, he tries to take high percentage shots.
Time called here. The Magic decide to talk it over. The Magic trail by 12. Simmons, a screen on Katie. Oh, look at Harden climbing!
Man, Harden is a master of the pick and roll. I mean, he could teach a class on it.
Jones against SGA. Count it, good. Jones has got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. The rebound by Turner.
Yeah, not at his most efficient this quarter. He's got to work on finding high percentage shots.
Pass to Dort. To the paint and stolen by Simmons. Harden the pass to Durant. And it's sent back by KD.
And how about the reach of Durant? A terrific job of having that on display defensively.
To the middle, Harden finds Durant. And that one drops for him. Durant's got his 2nd basket.
Well, the efficiency is there, but not the volume. He needs to start doing this every trip down the floor to close the gap.
And so now a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. He's checked in for Kevin Durant. Trying to change for the Magic. Fields checked in. Here's Johnson. Pass to Jones. Gordon with the screen for Jones. Just 5 to shoot. Outside Gordon. Dallas needs to get off a shot. It's tipped.
An effective stopper at the rim. Durant sure knows how to use those long arms of his.
The Magic trail by 10. Now you talk about size, coach, strength, and bounce. Jalen Duren drawing comparisons now to a young Dwight Howard.
Yeah, he certainly is, Kevin. And look, I like to be careful when we're making those kind of comparisons with a young player and a Hall of Famer like Dwight Howard. But there are similarities with the athleticism and the relentless approach to defense and rebound.
Here's Harden following the score by Miles Turner. Simmons working it over. They kick out to Hield. Harden outside.
2 minutes remaining in the quarter.
Inside. And Simmons slams it in.
Great job by Simmons taking initiative in that screen and roll. The coaching staff has to love that.
Johnson outside. It's Dort on the wing, guarded by Harden. Jones against Hield. Now here's Jones, guarded closely. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Mavericks lead by 12.
Yeah, excellent work on the offensive glass. Turner punishing the defense for not boxing him out.
And that one drops. Simmons got 4 points now in the quarter.
Assisted buckets. Every team wants them. They show you're running effective team offense.
Here's Dort from 13 feet. It goes down.
The mid-range jumper from Dort, giving the defense a little wrinkle.
Hield against Johnson. Johnson with the rebound.
Well, you got to be able to finish stronger than that, but credit the defense for doing just enough to throw him on. Well, when Gordon's team makes it this easy for him, of course he's going to throw it down hard.
Now, here is Harden. To the inside. 30 seconds left in the third quarter. Down low. And Simmons slams it in.
The vision that Harden has displayed over his career, simply elite.
Jones against Hield. Jones looking for an opening. Outside Gordon. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Here's Johnson, and it's Dallas with another.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. It's Dallas. They lead by 14. And we'll get going after this from the American Airlines Center. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Wow, that was an absolute masterpiece of an assist. He knew exactly when to deliver the ball, and it made for a beautiful score.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. We've got Isaac Okoro, who's out there with Durant. Keldon Johnson is out there with Drew Eubanks. And it's Mamu Kelishvili in at the power forward position. That's the lineup out there for the Mavericks. Here's KD. Brooks grabs the board.
Well, that's a miss you can live with. I expect they'll go to it again, especially if the defense continues to concede it.
And this is Harden's specialty, one of the best in the league at drawing contact, and yet still able to convert.
And look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Mavericks.
Well, they've really been sharing the basketball. All coaches talk about that, try to get their teams to do it. It's really great when you see it in action.
And also, guys, the confidence to keep taking the three. It's been falling, so they've got to keep going back to it.
KD's shot is off. The Magic trail by 11. We played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. Hayden with it. Guarded now by Okoro. Simmons passes to Durant. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits.
Let me tell you something about Jalen Duren. This guy fears no one, and he plays with a mean streak.
And they call an illegal screen here.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, and that's maybe something that should be called more. We see a lot of moving screens in today's NBA.
Turner's checked in for Eubanks. Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
And we know about Harden's scoring abilities, but his team heavily relies on that vision and playmaking as well.
With the step back. Durant inside. Gilgeous-Alexander covering. Durant, good.
I mean, he is tearing the defense apart, and let's face it, they have not brought their A game on that side of the ball.
It's rebounded by Dallas. They've led by as many as 14 points. Following this one, they get to host the Pelicans. They'll find themselves in the middle of this string of 3 straight at home.
And great steal by Simmons. He's been all defense in this league can really be disruptive for an offense.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. And that's a foul called on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's his first foul. Orlando making some changes. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Duren. Jenkins comes in for Simmons. Mann subbed in for Vanderbilt. And so it's Dallas with it. They lead by 7. Dort finds Durant. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Turner. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Yeah, one of the more unique players in the league. Miles Turner has led the league in blocks, plus shoots it really well from deep. 2 skills every team wants in one package.
Both shots good from the stripe. And with all the talk about load management, coach, and player participation, what about getting rid of players fouling out?
Yeah, I'm not a fan of getting rid of players fouling out. I do like the idea, and I think Scott Skiles was the one who brought it up, Kevin, of taking like the offensive fouls and just having that be a turnover, like the illegal screen or a charge, and not charge that as a personal foul, where honestly you end up being punished double.
Here's what Orlando's going with right now. Duren, he's checked in for Clint Capella. Simmons comes in for Jenkins. And Vanderbilt subbed in for Terrence Mann. Duren sets the screen for SGA. Duren, no good. And so it's Dort with it. He brings it up for the Dallas Mavericks. 11-point game.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Jones against Vanderbilt. Pass to Gordon. Shot clock at 6. Here's KD.
Well, on defense, Duren makes smart use of his size and length, using his whole body against the shooter.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Free throw, no good for Duren. Mavericks leading by 9.
such a unique player. Kevin Durant, pure shooter, incredibly skilled, all at nearly 7 feet tall.
And we've got a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He has decided it's the right time to talk. Now let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Thanks, guys. Jason Kidd had some words for his team over the break. He told his guys to stay after it, to not get complacent and lazy with this lead. He wants them to keep adding to it. We'll see if they're able to do it. Guys?
Allie, thank you so much. The free throw drops for Durant.
Katie, one of the most prolific scorers in the NBA. The intrigue is how he does it with his stature. Boy, he's got a great stroke from the line. That's not something we can say about all the league's big guys.
Dort with the rebound. Mavericks have gone 2 of 7 from the field in what's been a cold start to the fourth quarter for them. The Magic trail by 11. Gilgeous-Alexander. And they recover it. Now Simmons. Oh, that is a big-time jam.
And no issues getting up for Simmons. An emphatic 2 points from the Australian.
Duran with the screen on Gordon. Here's Duran. Turner with the steal. Dort. And there's the dunk.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
Yeah, and getting out in transition allows for some easy points before that defense is fully set.
Jones against SGA. Staying focused through contact, SGA.
And this is what we're used to seeing from SGA. The guy can just take over.
Outside Turner. Now Durant. The 8-footer can't get it to go.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
Well, the offense has to look for ways to get him easier shots. Better selection. You have to be set up for success.
Jones against Vanderbilt. Durant from 19. That one goes.
And at this point, just sort of running through the paces as it appears it'll be a nice win here for the Mavericks.
It was like watching a three-point shooting contest tonight here.
And they just didn't seem to let up. Whether the last several shots went down or not, 3 after 3, it just seemed to pay off for them.
And they took charge when it counted and be notching their 9th win overall. And something we've come to almost expect is greatness from this group. Such an overall great performance it was for Kevin Durant.
Every time there was a big possession or a big play, he was a major contributor. Just a great all-around game.
SGA. And that one drops.
An expert at getting into the lane and creating havoc. SGA.
Outside Durant. Dort with the ball. And it's Harden picking him up. Jones. The three doesn't go. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for the Orlando Magic, trailing by 10.
Oh, great find there from Harden. He's just so good at finding his teammates in rhythm.
And a good-looking view of that throwdown from the AT&T Connected team. And that's an intentional foul. He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. And he ends up making the second, and that will put them up by 9.
Yeah, you'd like to convert them all, but that should still be enough to secure the win.
Gilgeous-Alexander got it to go off the glass. And so they foul intentionally.
You know, give them credit for still battling here down the stretch, but I think it's too little too late.
He drops the first one, and that stretches their lead to 8. So he gets them both, and it's a 9-point ball game.
Well, that shuts the door on any hope of a comeback. Nicely done.
And the foul on Harden. And so he's picked up his final foul. And he will sit for the rest of this game.
And guys, at this point, he's probably better served to take a seat where they've got no chance in this one. And luckily, they've got terrific depth at that position. If there's one spot on the floor where they can afford to lose somebody, that would probably be it.
Assisted by Durant.
So we see the Mavericks get the win here. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans, but in the end, everyone's satisfied.
I mean, there were some times that momentum shifted, and especially early on, but let's give this group a lot of credit for that stick-to-itiveness in terms of finishing out and executing that game plan.
Now let's...
Kevin, you...
Oh, terrific job, Allie. Thank you so much. That was enjoyable. And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Allie LaForce, and Stan Van...
Take a dive into your mind, nothing I cannot find. What's yours is now mine in this moment's timeline. Be silent or violent, be honest and beautiful. チーム友達関西